Nobody is buying these makeup brands anymore, and now they are practically giving products away just to survive. The same companies that once charged $50 for foundation are now flooding discount retailers with 70% off everything. This is not seasonal clearance. It is panic mode. Major beauty chains report inventory overload, while these once premium brands slash prices monthly. You have been told makeup is recession-proof, that beauty always sells. That was a lie. The industry is hemorrhaging customers faster than a broken mascara tube leaks. Younger consumers are not buying the overpriced fantasy anymore. In this video, we are exposing 9 makeup brands desperately dumping stock at rock-bottom prices, revealing why the beauty empire is crumbling. Stick around until the end, because number 1 will completely change how you see the makeup industry forever. Number 9. MAC Cosmetics. MAC was once the undisputed king of professional makeup artistry. Every makeup artist's kit contained those iconic black packaged products. Ruby Woo lipstick wasn't just makeup, it was a cultural phenomenon worn by celebrities and everyday makeup lovers alike. MAC counters weren't just shopping stops, they were destinations where expertise and artistry merged. The brand represented the perfect balance, professional quality without pretentious department store attitudes. Their limited edition collaborations genuinely excited consumers, creating lines around the block and selling out within hours. MAC's prestige came from being the makeup artist's choice, the brand that professionals trusted backstage at Fashion Week and on celebrity photo shoots. Everything changed when the beauty landscape shifted toward indie brands and direct-to-consumer models. MAC stubbornly clung to its traditional retail approach, while nimbler competitors captured the digital market. Younger consumers began viewing MAC as their mother's makeup brand, reliable but decidedly not exciting. The rise of social media beauty gurus favored newer, more Instagram-friendly brands. While beauty influencers were creating viral trends overnight, MAC's corporate structure made it painfully slow to adapt. By the time MAC released products that captured a trend, that trend was already dying. The evidence of MAC's decline is everywhere. Limited edition launches that once sold out in hours now sit on shelves for months. Major retailers have quietly reduced MAC counter space in favor of trending brands. Outlet stores are flooded with MAC products at 40 to 60% off original retail prices. Social media engagement has plummeted compared to newer beauty brands. Even professional makeup artists increasingly mention switching to other brands for client work. MAC's problem wasn't a decline in quality. It was a catastrophic erosion of relevance in a youth-driven market. The brand became a victim of its own legacy, too established to feel fresh or exciting. While MAC maintained professional credibility, it lost the cultural conversation to brands that understood social media. The makeup industry shifted from expertise-driven to personality-driven, and MAC couldn't make that transition. Kat Von D Beauty launched with genuine rock and roll credibility and tattoo-inspired aesthetics that stood out in a sea of conventional makeup. The Shade Plus Light palette revolutionized contouring for everyday consumers, making a complex technique accessible. Their everlasting liquid lipsticks became cult favorites with unmatched staying power when liquid lipsticks were just emerging. The brand attracted a fiercely loyal alternative beauty community that felt underserved by mainstream options. Celebrity endorsements felt authentic because they aligned perfectly with the brand's edgy aesthetic. Kat Von D Beauty wasn't just makeup, it was a statement, a rebellion in a beauty industry that played it safe. Then came founder controversies that forced a complete rebrand to KVD Beauty to distance the company from negative associations. The rebrand confused loyal customers while failing to attract new ones who did not understand the brand's heritage. Attempts to soften the brand's edge alienated the alternative community that built its success. New product launches felt disconnected from the original rebellious spirit. The numbers tell a devastating story. Rebranding costs reportedly exceeded $50 million with minimal positive sales impact. Major retailers began featuring KVD products in clearance sections within months of launches. Social media mentions dropped by over 60% following the rebrand. Sephora reduced shelf space allocations significantly compared to pre-rebrand levels. Resale platforms show KVD products selling for 30 to 40% below retail price. The lesson is clear: you cannot rebrand away from your core identity without losing your soul. The beauty industry punishes authenticity violations more harshly than almost any other sector. KVD's attempt to appeal to everyone meant it appealed to no one. The alternative beauty community that built the brand simply moved on to newer brands that better represented their values. Number 7. Smashbox. Smashbox Cosmetics emerged from an actual photography studio, giving it unparalleled credibility as the first truly camera-ready makeup line. Their photo finish primer was revolutionary, creating a new category in makeup that consumers did not even know they needed. The brand's professional photography heritage gave it authentic expertise when it claimed products would make you look flawless in photos. Makeup artists trusted Smashbox because it was developed to solve real problems they faced on photo shoots. Their studio-to-consumer approach felt innovative and trustworthy in an industry full of fantasy marketing. The brand maintained a perfect balance of professional credibility and consumer accessibility. But Smashbox's decline began when every brand started claiming photo-ready benefits. Their once unique selling proposition became industry standard. The brand failed to innovate beyond its original hits, while competitors rapidly expanded their product ranges. When social media became the new photography studio, Smashbox seemed stuck in the era of professional cameras rather than iPhone selfies. Evidence is undeniable. Sephora has significantly reduced Smashbox's shelf space in most locations. TJ Maxx and other discount retailers now regularly stock Smashbox products at 50 to 60% off retail prices. Beauty influencers rarely feature Smashbox products unless specifically sponsored. Online searches for Smashbox have decreased by 43% over the last 3 years. Former loyal customers report they have stopped repurchasing even the once iconic primers. Smashbox's story teaches us that founding a category is not enough. You must continually reinvent it. The brand that pioneered camera-ready makeup could not adapt to a world where everyone has a camera in their pocket at all times. While Smashbox continued marketing to professional photographers, consumers moved on to brands that understood how they actually take and share photos today. Number 6. Tarte. Tarte built its empire on the promise of natural beauty before clean beauty was trendy. Their Amazonian clay blushes and foundations offered impressive performance while emphasizing natural ingredients. The Shape Tape concealer became a genuine phenomenon, creating a product category that competitors rushed to duplicate. Tarte successfully balanced playful packaging with serious performance, appealing to both makeup enthusiasts and everyday consumers. The brand managed to create seasonal excitement with limited edition holiday sets that offered incredible value. Tarte's early embrace of social media influencers helped build a community around the brand that felt personal and accessible. But Tarte's decline began with quality inconsistencies that loyal customers could not ignore. A rapid product release schedule led to formulations that did not match the performance of their hero products. The Shape Tape foundation launch became infamous for its limited shade range, creating a public relations crisis that damaged their inclusive image. As clean beauty became mainstream, Tarte's natural positioning lost its differentiation, while newer brands offered more rigorous standards. The numbers reveal a brand in trouble. Tarte products now regularly appear at discount retailers within months of launch. The once coveted holiday sets sit on shelves well into January with significant markdowns. Social media engagement has dropped dramatically despite increased posting frequency. Customer reviews increasingly mention formula changes and quality issues in previously beloved products. Market share reports show Tarte losing ground to newer clean beauty brands with more transparent ingredient policies. Tarte's story reveals the danger of prioritizing rapid expansion over consistent quality. The brand that built its reputation on reliable performance sacrificed that trust for faster growth. While Tarte chased trends and quick sales, they eroded the foundation of customer loyalty that had made them successful. The clean beauty pioneer is now playing catch-up in the category they helped create. Number 5. Anastasia Beverly Hills. Anastasia Beverly Hills transformed from a brow specialist to a makeup powerhouse through sheer quality and perfect timing. Their Brow Wiz and Dip Brow Pomade literally created the modern brow obsession, teaching a generation how to perfect their arches. The modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette was not just a product, it was a revolution that shifted the entire industry toward warm-toned shadows. Anastasia Beverly Hills maintained an aura of exclusivity while being accessible, positioning themselves as makeup artists' secret weapon. The brand's Instagram growth was phenomenal, building a community that other brands envied. Their limited product releases created genuine excitement and consistently sold out. Then came the pivotal shift. Anastasia Beverly Hills' release schedule accelerated dramatically. The brand that once launched 1 to 2 carefully crafted palettes annually suddenly pumped out a new palette monthly. Product quality became noticeably inconsistent as manufacturing struggled to keep pace with marketing demands. The Instagram aesthetic that Anastasia Beverly Hills pioneered became oversaturated as the brand and its imitators flooded feeds with similar content. The evidence of decline is clear. Norvina palettes now regularly appear at TJ Maxx and other discount retailers within months of release. Sephora displays frequently show Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes heavily discounted compared to other prestige brands. Social media engagement has plummeted despite increased posting frequency. Online searches for Anastasia Beverly Hills tutorial content have decreased by over 50% in 2 years. Beauty influencers frequently mention palette fatigue, specifically when discussing Anastasia Beverly Hills releases. Anastasia Beverly Hills' story demonstrates how oversaturation can destroy prestige. The brand that built its reputation on thoughtful curation and quality abandoned restraint for rapid expansion. In flooding the market with products, they drowned their own exclusivity. The makeup artist's secret became so common, it lost its magic, proving that sometimes less really is more. Number 4. Too Faced. Too Faced created a beauty category that did not exist before, makeup that was simultaneously high performance and unabashedly playful. Their Better Than Sex mascara became the best-selling prestige mascara in America, proving cutesy packaging could contain serious formulations. The Chocolate Bar Paletette series used food scents to create an immersive, multi-sensory makeup experience. The brand perfectly balanced Instagram-worthy packaging with formulas that delivered real results. Their sweet, food-inspired collections created a signature aesthetic that was instantly recognizable and widely imitated. Too Faced products were not just makeup, they were conversation pieces that consumers proudly displayed. But the brand's decline began when the novelty wore off and the formula did not evolve. Too Faced pushed the cute factor to extremes with collections that seemed increasingly juvenile rather than playful. Product quality became inconsistent as they prioritized packaging gimmicks over formula innovation. The endless extensions of existing lines, chocolate gold, white chocolate, and so on, felt like uninspired cash grabs rather than thoughtful expansions. The numbers tell the story. Major retailers have significantly reduced Too Faced display space in the last 2 years. Once coveted holiday collections now sit untouched until hitting 50% clearance. The average age of Too Faced customers has dropped dramatically, losing the adult market that has actual purchasing power. Beauty influencers frequently mention skipping Too Faced launches due to packaging fatigue. Market analysis shows Too Faced losing significant market share to brands with more sophisticated aesthetics. Too Faced's decline reveals the danger of refusing to let your brand grow up with your customers. The brand that pioneered playful luxury makeup could not evolve beyond its initial vision. While their original customers matured and sought more sophisticated options, Too Faced doubled down on an increasingly juvenile aesthetic. The lesson is clear: even the sweetest concepts eventually become saccharine without evolution. Number 3. Morphe. Morphe's rise was a masterclass in influencer marketing before most brands understood its power. They transformed from a little-known brush company to a makeup empire through strategic influencer partnerships. Their enormous eyeshadow palettes offered unprecedented value, making high shade counts accessible at mid-range prices. Morphe brushes democratized professional tools, allowing beginners to build comprehensive collections affordably. The brand created a new business model where influencer codes drove sales instead of traditional advertising. Their limited retail footprint initially created an exclusivity that drove online demand. Morphe brushes became more than products. They were tickets into the emerging beauty influencer community. But Morphe's decline started when the influencer landscape they helped create fractured. Celebrity influencer collaborations backfired as drama and controversies alienated large segments of their customer base. The brand's quality could not keep pace with rapid expansion, leading to inconsistent products that did not match the hype. Their rapid retail growth removed the exclusivity that had driven their initial appeal. The evidence of trouble is unmistakable. Multiple Morphe retail locations have closed abruptly in the past year. Major influencers have publicly ended partnerships with the brand, citing quality concerns. Discount retailers now regularly stock Morphe products at 60 to 70% below original prices. Social media engagement has plummeted as beauty community drama tainted the brand by association. Market analysis shows Morphe losing significant ground to more focused brands with clearer identities. Morphe's story reveals the danger of building a brand entirely on borrowed influence rather than intrinsic value. The brand that rose through influencer marketing fell as those same influencers became liabilities. While Morphe focused on leveraging external personalities, they failed to develop their own distinctive voice and quality standards. The lesson is clear: influence can create awareness, but only consistent quality builds loyalty. Becca created the modern highlighter category with their shimmering skin perfector, transforming a niche product into a makeup bag essential. Their focus on creating the perfect glow for every skin tone set new standards for inclusivity before it became an industry buzzword. The brand maintained an aura of sophistication with sleek packaging and focused collections when others chased trends. Becca's complexion products were genuinely revolutionary, earning devoted fans among makeup artists and everyday consumers alike. Their collaborations, particularly with Jaclyn Hill, produced products that truly advanced the category rather than just repackaging existing formulas. Becca achieved the rare feat of being simultaneously trendy and timeless. But Becca's decline began when they could not expand beyond their hero categories. The brand that owned highlighting could not translate that success to other makeup categories despite multiple attempts. Market saturation hit Becca particularly hard as every brand rushed to create their version of champagne pop. Their acquisition by Estée Lauder seemed to dilute the brand's distinctive vision rather than amplify it. The evidence became impossible to ignore. Becca's complete shutdown in 2021 came after years of declining sales despite category growth. In their final months, Becca products flooded discount retailers at up to 80% off original prices. Customer reviews increasingly mentioned formula changes in previously beloved products. The brand that pioneered sophisticated glow struggled to stand out in a market flooded with imitators. Their final collections felt disconnected from the refined aesthetic that built their reputation. Becca's story demonstrates how even excellence in a single category is not enough for survival in today's beauty landscape. The brand that defined highlighting could not find its second act. While Becca remained focused on perfecting their original vision, the market expanded beyond them. The pioneers of the glow became victims of their own success, as the category they created became so crowded they could no longer stand out. Urban Decay didn't just participate in the beauty industry, they fundamentally changed it. The brand created the modern eyeshadow palette category with the original Naked palette, transforming how consumers purchased and used color cosmetics. They pioneered the grunge beauty aesthetic when the rest of the industry was still playing it safe with pink lipstick and blue eyeshadow. The Naked Palette series became the gateway to high-end makeup for an entire generation of consumers. Urban Decay's Beauty with an Edge tagline was not just marketing, it was a genuine philosophy that influenced everything from their shade names to their packaging. The brand's early commitment to cruelty-free formulations set standards before ethical beauty was mainstream. But Urban Decay's fall has been as dramatic as its rise. Reformulations of beloved products left longtime fans feeling betrayed and abandoned. An endless stream of Naked palette variations diluted the iconic status of the original concept. Quality control issues became impossible to ignore as textures grew chalky and pigmentation weakened compared to earlier formulations. Parent company L'Oréal's corporate influence stripped away the brand's rebellious authenticity, leaving a shell of its former identity. Newer brands like Fenty and Rare Beauty captured the innovation and cultural relevance Urban Decay once led. The data paints a devastating picture. Original Naked palettes now sell for $25 to $30 in outlet stores, down from $54 at retail. Sephora reports that Urban Decay palettes have the longest shelf time of any prestige brand they carry. Beauty influencers rarely feature Urban Decay in tutorials unless specifically sponsored. Resale values have plummeted, with some palettes selling for under $15 on secondhand platforms. Store associates report that customers actively avoid Urban Decay displays in favor of newer brands. Urban Decay's decline represents the end of an era when makeup brands could coast on past innovation. The brand that taught consumers to expect more from eyeshadow forgot to keep evolving itself. Urban Decay's fall proves that in beauty, yesterday's revolution becomes tomorrow's irrelevance. The ultimate irony is that the brand that built its empire on disrupting beauty norms became the establishment it once rebelled against. Urban Decay created the template for modern makeup marketing, then watched newer brands perfect it. The makeup industry's biggest lie wasn't about the products, it was about permanence. These brands sold us the fantasy of being untouchable while they quietly crumbled. They didn't fail because they got worse. They failed because they stopped getting better. In an industry built on transformation, standing still is another way of disappearing. If this opened your eyes, subscribe now. Which brand's fall shocked you most? Comment below, because this is just the beginning.